If I was just starting my RV career now, my full-time RVing lifestyle right now, what would I do? Well, that's a good point. What type of equipment would I want? Well, knowing what I know now, I would certainly look hard at a Class C motorhome with no pop outs, no, the plain Jane model. But if I didn't have the money and I had to get a travel trailer that was what it was, they're not very well built, that. And let's see which way we're gonna go here. Hang on, guys. I got to conjutate here, whatever the hell that means. I think what I'm gonna do is turn around and go back down that road I've just on. But yeah, if I was just starting out my RVing career right now, I would probably uh, get a small RV. Well, for one person. Now, see, remember that I'm talking about one person with no dogs, no cats, no nothing. And very, first generation off a farm. Not scared of roughing it. Doesn't mind getting his hand dirty, whatever. But yeah, for one person, I would get a small towable unit, travel trailer. Would I get one of the teardrops or whatever? Probably not, because they're pretty pricey. Now, of course, they say you get more, they're better built and all that stuff. But I never keep an RV. I wouldn't be keeping an RV that long anyway. So I'd probably get some of the base models around 18 to 20 feet, where you've got a separate bed that, I don't want a Murphy bed. So yeah, you'd have to get 18 to 20 feet with that, with a 15,500 BTU air conditioner, because to cool one of those things in the summer in Texas and other areas, you need a 15,000 BTU AC. Most of them come with 13,500 BTU ACs, and I promise you that little bit of difference going to a 15,000 BTU, it's worth it. And as far as pop outs, not for me. Now, different strokes for different folks. Now I'm talking about one person now, so we'll go without slides. Simple. I'd want about a 7 cubic foot refrigerator, 3 burner cooktop, or two burner would work with an oven and microwave. Those things help, and of course a furnace. Even though I don't use it much, what it does, like here in the mornings when it's like 30 degrees here in Capitan, New Mexico, in the mornings I'll turn on both of the electric heaters I have on low, and then I turn on the furnace in the RV for about 10 minutes, because the furnace in the RV puts out a hell of a lot of heat, and once you get it warmed up, then the electric heaters on low will maintain that very easily. So yeah, get a, have a heater. As far as sound system and TV, whatever it comes with, you can't get them without it. Electric levelers and all that. No, none of that crap. Because the less you have, the less that can go wrong. And of course everybody has their own choice. I see fifth wheels with 4 or 5 pop outs and triple axles and all that. That's their choice. But and then we'll move to step 2. What if I was married and had a dog, which I'm not, and I'm not going to, but if I did have a wife and a dog, or a dog and a wife, however you want to look at it, or a dog and a wife, I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, that's about all I could get. But anyway, what would I do? What would I get then? Well, then you're gonna have to add a little flavor, because space becomes an issue. Then you get below 20 feet with 2 people, you got a you got a problem. You maybe find out you don't like each other near as much as you thought you did. So you'd have to go 24 feet, I imagine, to be comfortable in that environment. There's deer right here on the left. Well, I mean, this damn thing here has to be in the way. There we go. Yeah, they spotted me now. Those are mule deer. Big. They get pretty big. I'm sure that's mule deer. Yeah, there's one, two, three, four, five of them there. Yeah, this is definitely. Well, they got a little grass there, I guess. But anyway, back to the RVing with two people. Uh, yeah, 24 foot would have to work there. As far as the slide out, man, I don't like slide outs because they have all kind of issues, you know. But it probably would help, you know, to have a slide out in the kitchen area, and that would work okay. Give you, because see what you want to do, you want to get out of that walkway so that the other person can move around while you're sitting there, or you could be move around while they're sitting there, and that would give you a little sanity room. And but as far as you know, like big motorhomes, Class A, I've never had a Class A. I've got a Class C now, and I would highly recommend a Class C. You know, a 24 footer for a single individual, you know, with a full bed and all that stuff. It works great for me. The downside of them is the cost. You know, even though now they got some deals on them, they're still, you know, 90,000. And the ones that blow me away are those van Class B types. You know, those things are expensive. I think the cheapest one I've seen is a little thing on a Dodge frame or Dodge chassis, and it was 116,000, and it's just a little old Chevy van basically. And but yeah, they would come in handy. I mean, you know, for one person uh, traveling every now and then, that would be all right. You know, and two people might do it. You know, for a weekend or whatever. But as far as living in it, no. Full time? Well, you could, one person, or even two. You know, again, people could do strange things. You know, they can live in a matchbox. That doesn't mean they're going to enjoy it. Keep jacking with my camera here. And but yeah, what else would I do? Where would I go? Pretty much like I did in the past. You know, I'd hit the state parks, national parks, BLMs, and all that stuff. I try to avoid RV parks. Why? Because they're pretty crowded and pricey now. You know, not unusual to pay $40 a night for an RV spot at an RV park. Not at all. And by the month, $500 and up. So what else would I do? But if I lived in was starting my full-time RVing career now, for me, one individual, yeah, I'd be looking at about an 18-foot travel trailer, cheap. What kind of tow vehicle? Well, you could probably tow it with a V6 anything that had, say, 4,000 pound towing capacity, because a 18 footer is going to weigh around 3,000 pounds, I would imagine. Yeah. So you'd need to get 6,000, something with about 6,000 pounds of towing capacity. Why? Because you know the manufacturers of pickups, you know, exaggerate the towing capacity. You know, they push it on the high side, and then the RV manufacturers lie about the weight of their. Well, they don't lie. It's just that when you see it, it'll say that it weighs 3,000 pounds, and it might. By the time you get water, you know, your fresh water tank in there filled up or partially full, and your clothes and your food and all the stuff, you're going to find that you're pushing 4,000 pounds. You know, doesn't take much. You know, water's heavy. If you got a 30 gallon freshwater tank, that's 240 pounds right there. And clothes are heavy, you know? So anyway, we're just cruising here, guys. But yeah, if I was starting my RVing career today, I'd go with that. If I had the money, of course, you know, I'd jump on a Class C in a heartbeat, knowing what I know now. But you know, again, now it's everything is reservations only. You know, everything is pretty much by reservation, except for some of, well, in fact, all of the boondocking sites are uh, first come, first serve. But boondocking is what it is. You got to have a reasonably high clearance vehicle, maybe a high clearance travel trailer or whatever you're doing. And because some of the roads are hell, man. I mean, that hasn't changed. No. That car behind me is so close, it looks like I'm towing them. I mean, but the speed limit is 25. Ain't nothing I can do about that. But we're just cruising around, guys. Let's go. We'll turn left here. Keep this guy on my bumper. No, they're going to go right. They're probably going to Ruidoso. Yep. There they go. So, what else can I tell you about RVing today? Not much. The equipment's still the same, pretty much. They've made some improvements. The electronics is a little better. The instead of using PVC and plastic pipe on the inside, they use that PEX stuff now, which is pretty easy to work with. Don't have many leaks. They've just about got leaks eliminated. You know, they do real good on that. The siding, you know, is pretty good now. You know, you don't get the bubbling and the leaks and stuff there. So yeah, there's a lot of upgrades. The thing, but they've added everything now comes in a package. You know, if you want an awning, well then to get that awning, you got to have external speakers, external TV, outside barbecue grill, la da 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 da. You know, they come up with all this package stuff. They do the same thing on cars. You know, you can't get a radio without having 15 other things, and but that's the way that goes. But anyway, we're just cruising. I'm just talking. But for you guys that are out there right now that are thinking about going RVing or doing it full time to reduce your expenses, that may be true depending on how you do it. I mean, if you stay in RV resorts and that sort of thing, you'll still come out ahead a little bit, but not as much as you think. What would I recommend to kind of get started, to kind of ease into it? I would recommend that you find a place where you can rent a unit like you're thinking about living in or whatever, and go spend 2 weeks in it and see what you think. That might cost you $1,000, but it might keep you from making a $50,000 mistake. Capitan, New Mexico. Anyway, guys, I'll shoot this horse here in a minute, but just wanted to think out loud about RVing today. Not much has changed, except not much has changed, but the biggest change is there are just more people doing it now than there were years ago. And the reason is, a lot of the reason is people can work on the road and make a living, and they do. I mean, now you've got Starlink internet access anywhere you camp. If you have Starlink, you've got great internet apparently anywhere you are in the world, I guess, or close. I haven't heard anybody really negative about Starlink. Some people don't get the speeds they publish, but that depends on how many people are in that area at that time. So yeah, so the fact that there is internet service everywhere, good service, yeah, people are moving out of their homes and their apartments and moving out of the cities, and I don't blame them, man. Would I do that? Hell yeah, sure. I'm doing it now. I'm living in an RV right now, Class C motorhome, 24-footer for one person. Perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming into Capitan, New Mexico, and off to the right is the Capitan Medical Clinic. Now, I'm not all that sure what services they provide there, but it does say medical clinic. How about that? Now we'll move on a little bit here. Yeah, they got a grocery store and all the good stuff. So, and also for you guys that are going to start RVing as a career, you could do the home base thing. You know, have you a home base in a place you would like to be in the summers, and then have you a home base in the places you would like to be in the winters. You know, you could start off with that option done. You know, would that be good? Hell yeah. I think it would be a great way to enjoy full-time RVing or living in an RV full-time. This over to the right there, that building, that red building, that's the grocery store. That bank there is closed. They moved to Ruidoso, laid off everybody. And then this is a highway that if you follow, I think this is 246, but if you follow this road on around, you can go all the way to Roswell on this road. There's a little stop, there's two stops in the road, Encinoso and Pine Lodge, but there's no services at either one of those. I've never taken the full drive all the way around to Ruidoso. But yeah, this is leaving Capitan now and going out another direction. But anyway, guys, unless y'all, well, for those of you that want to hang on and just see what the view is here, go ahead. I'll let it go a few minutes. But I'm about done with the beginning RVing today part. I always like to, you know, some people suggested several years ago that I should turn the camera kind of off to the right so that they're not just looking straight down the highway. So I do. Gives you a little better view of the scenery. Temperature outside here today is 53 degrees. This is April 26th, 2023. Wednesday morning, hump day. You know, now we're completely out of Capitan and we're out here in the country now. There are some acreage tracts for sale up here on the left and on the right too, I believe. They're large, you know, 10 acres or whatever they are, but they're pretty pricey. And there's, you know, you may get a cell phone signal there and you may not. You'd have, I think for internet, you'd have to go with Starlink if you bought out here. Yeah, we'll let this go till we get to that property up here that's for sale. Now this road here, this could really be a talking road here. In fact, I'll have to remember this because this, when I say talking road, it means a good road to take a drive and make a driving video. But the reason is there's rarely a car on this road. I mean, I've driven 25 miles out and back and seen two cars. And that makes it nice because I can drive slow. Like right now I'm going 36. The video always makes it seem like you're going faster. So if you want to go RVing, guys, do it. It's your life. Live it your way. Live it your way. Don't get too excited about politics and stuff you can't change. Just enjoy your life the best you can. The place I'm thinking about should be right over this hill, I think. But it's been a whole year since I've been here. Yeah, there's their sign. Oh, golly, they already got some houses built in there. See where that house? Well, maybe that's not it. But I think it is. Yeah, it is right here. I'll pull in here and turn around. Well, naturally, here comes a car off the deal. Now, these are gated communities here. And well, let's go on straight on, Rusty. Hell, we don't have to turn around here. But the property on both sides of the road here is busted up into tracts that you can buy. And if you talk to a realtor in the area, I'm sure they'd put you on to it. Now, there's power available. I think they've got underground utilities. It's a pretty high dollar neighborhood. I think the restrictions are going to be around 1,500 square feet or more for the size of the home. Site built. You're not going to put a camper in there. No. But yeah, when you get out of Capitan, going on this road, you get into the boonies real quick. Anyway, guys, from out here in the middle of nowhere near Capitan, New Mexico, this is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you want to. Drink plenty of water. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Exercise your body. And enjoy your life. It's your life. It's nobody else's. It's yours. You're in charge of it. You may not be in charge of anything else, but you're in charge of your own life. You got it. So enjoy your life, guys. Adios. Bye-bye.